welcome to episode 49 of Did You Bring the Hummus podcast. I'm Kimberly, your host, and I am super excited to be here with you today. Did You Bring the Hummus is a podcast to help you go vegan. This season, I'm sharing new episodes every Monday discussing all things vegan. Most importantly, we'll talk about how to embrace this meaningful decision with fervor and fun. Episodes post every Monday on your favorite podcast app. Before we get started, I have one very important question for you. Did you bring the hummus? If today's episode is number 49, that means that next week is episode 50. Wow, 50 episodes. That feels pretty amazing. So I think we're going to need to do something special. If you have a favorite episode or moment, or something in one of the episodes help you make a change in your life, or if you just want to say hi and congratulate me on sticking with it, please send your note to me at didyoubringthehummus@gmail.com with podcast moment in the title, and I'll read them out at the top of next week's episode. Recently, I've been talking about the one-on-one coaching work that I do, but what if you're someone who prefers working in a group setting or knows you're interested in coaching but isn't ready to dive into one-on-one work? I'm now working on a group option for the vegan voyage. We'll cover the same content as in the one-on-one sessions, but in a group. All sessions are still offered over Zoom, so you can do this from the comfort of your home. There will be more information available later this week, so head on over to my website and get on my mailing list to ensure you find out about this before anyone else. Today's podcast is just me. I wanted to talk actually about a dream from last night, which reminded me of the quote that I partially included in the title of this episode. The full quote from Lily Tomlin is, "I always thought somebody should do something about that. Then I realized I am somebody." Here's the dream I had last night. I was taking a walk with some family in a neighborhood that wasn't mine, and I came across a white cat with brown spots on her back. She was obviously injured. I remember thinking in the dream that she must have been hit by a car. At first, I thought the hit had killed her, but then she began to move. As I approached, I noticed that she was wearing a collar with a tag, and the address on that tag matched the giant home I was standing in front of. So I walked to the door and rang the bell. Someone answered, and when I mentioned their cat was hurt outside, the man who opened the door invited me in. As I expressed the urgency in getting the cat help, people in the home bustled around me. Then, a woman told me that they were getting ready for a vacation and they simply didn't have time to take the cat to a vet. She'd either be fine or not, but they were not going to miss their flight. I was appalled and tried to argue with this person. She was clearly very wealthy, so it wasn't as if she couldn't afford to take care of the cat who lived in her home, but she simply didn't want to. She then invited me to leave. As I got outside, I looked at my family, who seemed very concerned, and thought to myself, well, what do we do now? Then I heard that quote from Lily Tomlin. I realized I am somebody, so we carefully scooped up this cat and brought her to the vet. As she had a collar on, the vet did place a call to the home where they received guidance to euthanize the cat. I wouldn't have it, and the vet agreed. I paid for her care and found the cat a loving home. My guess is that this dream was inspired by all of the stories I've seen of late where people leave their animal companions behind when moving, drop them off at the vet to be euthanized because they simply don't want them anymore, and countless other nonsense reasons. But it was also about that Lily Tomlin quote. It was a reminder to me that when I see injustices, to speak up, to take action whenever and wherever I can, and to remind you, my listeners, that you are also somebody. If you aren't yet vegan, I really want you to think about why not. Not why isn't the world vegan? Why aren't you vegan? Think about what you value most. Is it freedom, kindness, compassion, integrity, money, health? Veganism aligns with all of these values. Don't tell me about the farmers or the farm workers. Their lives would be positively impacted too if farms switched from raising animals to growing crops for human consumption. Don't deflect by thinking, aren't there more important things going on in the world? And don't you dare tell me that the world would be overrun with cows. No, it wouldn't. Veganism is not a diet. It is a moral and ethical stance. It is a social justice movement. As long as there is oppression, we can't be free. Animals have an interest in living and raising those animals in torturous situations, robbing them of what is natural to them, to kill them while they are still babies so humans can consume their bodies isn't kind, compassionate, or good for your mental or physical health. Vegan food, especially the unprocessed variety, is less expensive than animal products, so there's the alignment with your money value. Believing you love animals or are concerned for farm workers' welfare while paying for animal products in food and fashion form completely robs you of that integrity value. There's a lot going on in the world that is wrong, painful, dangerous, trying, and sad. We can be overwhelmed by it all, or we can look at how we can change ourselves, which in turn helps change the world. Go vegan today. Be that somebody. I hope you found this episode helpful and inspiring. Please subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you're loving it, please give Did You Bring the Hummus a 5-star rating and leave a review. It's an easy way to keep supporting the show. Be sure to share these episodes with your friends. If you're finding something good here, they will too. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Did You Bring the Hummus, and visit my website, didyoubringthehummus.com, for more information about me, updates on what I'm working on, new podcast episodes, and all things vegan. Finally, I would love to hear from you. What do you need help with? Is there a topic you want to hear covered on a future episode? DM me on Instagram or send me an email at didyoubringthehummus@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.